Mega lega hi, mega hiney ho. Greetings from Fairfield. Welcome back to the channel. I may have gotten in a little over my head with this latest project. Hey, welcome back to the channel. If it wasn't clear last week, we discovered a little problem with an obstruction down the laundry chute where something was snagging our socks.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Yes, Houston, we've had a problem.
Okay, stand by, 13. We're looking at it.
So here's where our obstruction is. We got a bump out here of 8 inches. And it goes into this cabinet. Cabinet goes around it. And then stops for some reason. And when that previous owner in 64 told us that they sealed up the laundry chute, she had mentioned that this cabinet was previously modified, but they had no idea when and why. We have what looks like some kind of hatch that would have gone to. And the beadboard in the back has been changed. For whatever reason, they shortened this up instead of just to gain more cabinet space, I guess. But somewhere it would have angled down into that chute because this did not go all the way to the floor. It needed to connect to the door in the kitchen because they're offset. And so we're going to open that up and find out if our socks are in there. All right, so never been up here before, but I'm going to see if we can't get a shot, better shot to show what this looks like. Well, I think we found out what they did, and maybe even as to why. So here's our laundry chute, and well, there's our sock. So this was our mysterious obstruction. Was actually the china cabinet. Now, we do think that the cabinet here is original because it is on the Barber drawing. And so my guess was that they put in the laundry chute and then built the cabinet into it. And at some point, likely whenever they stopped using the laundry room down in the basement, they decided to, because that wall came out to about here, which is about 7 inches. Oh, 6. So the laundry chute was 6 inches, and with the plaster and that wall, because that was 8-inch bump out there, they decided to go through a lot of work to gain about 6 inches of cabinet space in here, which, wow, okay. And so all that laundry that was coming down the chute from the second floor was piling in on top of this little hatch that we had here. And you can see here, I don't know if you can see, I might have to take that. Give me this. Let's see if we can flip this around and take a look. Hey, there's Kendra.
Hi. Oh, I'm not doing stuff.
We got, so this, that's the plaster, and that's the lath, and that came all the way down the wall in through this cabinet all the way down. So there's our hatch, there's our shelf, and these shelves in this back wall was modified down, but at some point here that would have angled back to match up to the chute, and so I don't know as to why they did that. That wall would have come down and the cabinet would have come around it, and at some point on one of these shelves, I think this bottom one, they angled it to match up to the laundry chute catch in the kitchen, so the two chutes would come together, but it certainly didn't need to come down that far. So that's why they did it. They did it to gain about 6 inches of cabinet space here. And all that beadboard's here. And then there's another foot or so to the front that matches up to the kitchen. So I think we have a plan to fix this. And well, now we know why. And knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe! What's the plan? The plan is to take some measurements, and we're gonna put that angle up inside here. We're gonna put that angle up inside here, and that should solve our problem. And then we're gonna take the hatch, instead of nailing it and painting it up there, we are going to add some screws as a little access point in case we ever have to get up there again and fetch a sock. But I think there's enough room for a ledge up there. That shouldn't be that difficult to do. Let's take some measurements and cut some wood. All right, so I think we got our plan. Got a piece of paneling here, nice and easy. We're gonna put it up inside. So basically, sometime back in the 1950s, they modified this cabinet, and somewhere on one of these shelves, I'm guessing probably the bottom one, because the boards are not modified below that bottom shelf, that this piece would have wedged in there, and then as the clothes came down from the second floor, they would have hit this and bounced off into the laundry chute to the kitchen and down into the basement. Because the hole that's in the basement is the same size as the one in the kitchen, and those two match up. So they just shortened this all up here to gain about 6 inches in this cabinet, but they didn't put a slide in there. So all the clothes were gathering here in the inside the cabinet. And so basically, I'm thinking we could just pop that in there, and that should solve our problem. And then, if we ever do have a problem, we'll put the hatch back on here with, maybe we'll put some hinges back there, maybe a latch, or just a couple of screws, and we can just drop it down, and then just pop that out and access it that way if we need to. But I mean, yeah, it would have only been a few more feet down, so it should technically do the same thing. So let's give it a shot and see what happens, and then we'll take a look at the kitchen to see how that door is shaping up. Ta-da! How cool is that? Now they match. That looks so much better. For those of you that are just now joining us, this is what they looked like before I started. Now, all we got to do now is throw some dirty clothes in there and see if they work. All right. Hey, I think it's working. It's working. We got laundry. Look at that laundry. Look at all that laundry. Look at all them dirty clothes. That's awesome. Now, where's the washing machine?
On the second floor.